name is Keith, and I'm married. I have 5 kids. I've been a first responder, a peace officer for 20 years. After high school, I went and I had job after job after job. It was really on my heart to be a peace officer. So I went through the academy, and while I didn't do well in high school at all, I got really good grades. So I go through my career. I'm fighting with depression, post-traumatic stress disorder, anxiety. I wasn't really relying on God. I wasn't trusting on God. What I began to do is I started disconnecting. And there were some problems in my first marriage that didn't work out. And I had a deep resentment for the whole thing. And I went on for probably 10 years and just carried that weight and unforgiveness on things that happened and really not having any inner peace. I ended up getting remarried. And while as a father, I was a very good provider for my kids, I was a good provider for my wife as well. I just kept on disconnecting. It came to a breaking point, and I was just absolutely broken. So I asked God. I told God, I was like, hey, I can't carry this weight. I need forgiveness. And so I had started coming back to church with my wife, and I got convicted one Sunday to get baptized. I went back and I talked to my wife, and I told her, hey, I'm getting baptized. And she looked at me and she was shocked, and she's like, well, I've been thinking about that for months. So we set up a time, and the next Thursday night we both got baptized. And when I came out of the water after getting baptized, the skies didn't part, and the Spirit didn't come on me down like a dove. And God did not talk to the whole crowd and say, this is my beloved Son. But I felt it. And as the days went on, there was still a weight on me, and I didn't know what that was exactly. And I asked God to show me, like, what is this that I need to do? My daughter had an award ceremony, and there had been this unforgiveness in my heart towards their mom for years and years and years. I could feel that it was a weight, and I knew I needed to do something different because what I was doing wasn't working. For years and years and years, we'd been sitting separately, and there was always this, anxiety about who the kids would sit with, and it was almost like a competition, which is crazy. Adults act this way. And that was me. I was like, hey, why don't you have your mom sit with us? Well, there's number one. So she sat down, and it's great. So we're all sitting there, and my youngest daughter, she's getting a bunch of awards and things like that. When all the awards were over, I just felt this softness come over me, and I looked at their mom, and I leaned over to her, and I put my fist out for a fist bump, and I said, hey, good job, Mom. I could see her just break. I saw the look on her eyes, and I saw her soften, and I was like, what the heck have I been doing? What have we been doing? That was definitely a huge, just a lifting of the weight that I had been carrying. It's at a point right now that I'm not only thankful for where I'm at, I'm thankful for all the trudging through the mud, the years of unforgiveness, the years of criticalness of myself. Because in that, My father was pursuing me. He was pursuing me.